In Detroit, the teachers say the young kids like it a lot as well. And what it is, it's nonsense words and real words that fit a concept. And then a quote. So I went through books of great quotes. If I couldn't find one, I made a semi-great one myself based on Carl Jung's work, The Road Less Traveled, and other great books. So the goal is, here again, you beat the clock. Ras, nip, deb, jit, sag, fim, lep, and you can start by just beating the clock with half of these and try to beat it in the next. And then a quote, it's bad to have a fit, but it isn't bad to be sad. A man can't be glad when in a big mess. Trust a pal and ask for help. That's from Cicero in Rome. Just kidding, not really. All is well that ends well. That's from John Heywood. But again, the nonsense words. So it's great for older kids who are having trouble with sounds. Again, this would come in the blending category. And you try to do it. You could start first with half, and then time the whole thing. Try to move.
What's the timing on pulling this into a lesson, Steve? Like, when do you know you need it?
Well, once the kid moves from gluing the vowel to the consonant and is ready to start reading the whole syllable, that's when you know. So the diagnostic syllables are doing pretty well. You're starting to see the whole syllable. Then you're ready to go. But it deals with everything. And it deals with nonsense words like consonant teams, tough words. Talking, think words. So it follows the program. Breaking, cabin, level, robin, and then changing. Planet, that's a word. Relate isn't, so I change it to relate. Remember that? Pedal is a word. Refute, I never heard of, refute, I've heard of that. Remote, I haven't, but remote I have. Okay? And it basically goes through big words, etc., breaking. And then you eventually get to a major review, which is my favorite pages. This is a review of syllables, okay? So everybody with me? Spo. So what kind of syllable is that? Open or close?
Open.
Shun.
Shun.
What kind of syllable is that? Well, it's actually an ending. Okay. Have you guys learned covers? Closed, open, vowel teams, etc.? Does that ring a bell? No? Okay. I'll show you. So covers, it's on page 6, but it's closed syllable. You know that, right? O, what do you think O stands for? What syllable? Open. So closed, open. V is vowel teams. R is our family. S is silent E. Or, let's see. Closed, open, vowel teams. E is endings and prefixes. R is our family, and S is silent E. So this is an ending, shun. This is an ending, says chirp. This is an open, what's it say?
Stay.
This is a vowel team. You don't know this yet. Well, you do. All I have to do is act like I'm pitching you. What is it? Stop. What syllable is this? Silent. Silent E. This is an ending, bull. An ending, shus. This is a vowel team, right? Face to face. So we review these, and then we go after this word. Everyone work that word out. Jessica, I think you might have it. What was that?
Prostictate?
Yeah, prostictate. You know what that is? Type of sled used in Norway. They call it the prosticate. If you get a poor one, it's called the poor-sticate. It's a little different one. What's the next one, everyone? Sliteboard. And next? Yeah. That's the guy you go to if you get a bad sled. You go to the Shatner Platinum. He's an authority, was an administrator, and very much highly organized, but no mercy if you make any problems. Okay. So I love this. Now after this, we have something called words and quotes, sound poetry, pardon me. And what it is for vowel teams and vowel pairs. And you can work this any age, but this one is dealing with silent E. Open, close, vowel E. Time is all we have in life. Use it well, have grace and strife. We waste it when we live in the past. Be brave and love in the moment while it lasts. That's working with prosody, getting them to read and more of a meaning approach. Awe, what's the signal for awe? Awe. You can, I love to draw and watch the dawn. I have a sense of awe as the sun sets above the lawn. I find no fault in nature nor any flaws. I love its auburn skies and autumn thoughts. So it's hitting that. This is one of my favorite now. Don't use your foul moods to be loud and shout. No one's like grouches or kids who pout. You may holler, scum, and have a big frown, but friends won't be found when you come to town. And you have joy. But, you know, if you want to work on EEA, here's your poem. So you can use those as part of your reading. And then the very first thing I did with high school kids, this became the basis of my book, is I took a very popular book at that time, Jurassic Park. I pulled words from each chapter and phrases, and we'd work out these words, we'd work out the phrases, and then we'd read the chapter, just like with my books. Okay? I use this once a kid knows the backside of the board pretty well. I use this to practice torrent, residency, emergency, to work out big words. Okay? So that's words and quotes. So that's something you want to look at.